Well, this is the video for the 29th of October, and the title is Windows 10 is a Virus. My longtime friend, Ken, has tried to get me to buy a Mac for years. He has helped me with computer issues for a long time anyway. I got my newest computer in early April of this year after 3 failed delivery attempts prior to that. It had Windows 7, which is what I wanted, even though it was hard to find a new computer with that operating system. I took that laptop to Australia with me, and it worked fine for the entire month of May. 2 days after I got home, it crashed. Reluctantly, I had 10 installed. Ken told me that was the best version of Windows ever. Right. I have had nothing but problems. Every time there is an update, features stop working. After 6 reboots this morning, I gave up and took it to the repair shop. I'm getting the hard drive wiped clean and 7 installed again. I also will put Ubuntu on it as an alternate. 10 does not even give me the option of choosing whether or not I want their updates. I am convinced it is free simply because it is their way of spying on users, or worse, creating headaches. Yeah, I actually wrote another blurb and another title, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow or a future time, since it deals with the election. But I have been extremely frustrated throughout the day today because of the computer issues. I finally, and it's probably been, 5 or 6 days since they last updated, and I've been working, tweaking things, and I actually had it to where I was putting programs back on, and I recorded my last 2 videos on the Windows 10 machine. It's much faster. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM, plus it's a faster system. And it's got a lot of pluses, but it has the big minus of not knowing how to do updates, or when it does updates, it messes everything up. And the irony, here's the irony. Not only does it take away the use of the mouse, and I don't like touchpads. I can use it, but that's not my preferred thing. I like a mouse. That's what I'm used to. It's what I like using. I don't like the touchpads. But worse, it said there's no internet connection available. Now, sitting on the same tabletop, right next to the Windows 7 computer, on a wireless connection, my internet works fine. There's not a problem. There's not a problem with it at all. I'm using that to check my emails and to check Facebook and YouTube and things on the computer. I have no problem using it at all, and neither have I had any problems with my Windows 7 machine since I got back from Australia. Now, Ken was right that over the course of several years, there have been glitches that I've had to have help working out. And Ken that's what he does. He's a computer expert. And as I said, he prefers Macs. Now, if I don't even know how to properly pronounce it, but Ubuntu, or however you say that. I want to put it UMB. I want to put an M in between the U. Ubuntu. That's how I would say it, but there's no M in there in between the first 2 letters. And so it makes it, for me, harder to say. But in any case, I want to put that operating system on both of my computers and use it as an alternative. And if it works with the programs that I use all the time, if I can read my Word documents, for example, and do the things, make the videos, and do the things that I do pretty much every day, then I will probably stop using a Windows operating system at all, because it's nothing but a headache, especially the Windows 10, as I said. Oh, and I forgot to memorize what time I started. I think I've been going about 6 minutes, but I'm not sure. Anyway, folks, this is probably going to be a really short video. I'd like to know, because it's interesting to me. Ken said, I have 6 friends or something like that have Windows 10 and they don't have any problems with it. Well, I posted this, as I said earlier, on Facebook, and one of the people right after Ken's comment says, I'm having the same problems, Ron. I'm having the same problems with Windows 10. And I'll bet you there's a lot of you that are having problems, because I think Windows 10, the reason it's free is because they want us to work out the bugs, or they want an excuse that it doesn't work as well as their other operating systems did. I never had the problem of the mouse disappearing on any other thing, only with Windows 10. I don't recall that ever being an issue. The mouse always simply worked. The camera always simply worked. Not with Windows 10, folks. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see what kind of comments I get on this video. And for those of you that recommend 10, forget it. It's not worth having a computer with a Windows 10 operating system, as far as I'm concerned. And if Ubuntu works, that's the way that we need to go. We need to get away from Windows and Apple, which charges 75 to 100% more for an equivalent computer than Windows does. So that's my video for today. And again, appreciate your comments. And I'd like to see what kind of feedback I get from other people. So may God bless you, and till tomorrow, namaste.